The second question is that a critical, and I would say a constitutional responsibility for the next legislative session is to forge a balanced biennial budget that one meets the educational needs of our state without decimating health and human services, and that also provides the needed transportation reforms. What ideas do each of you have that will address funding these needs and keeping the budget balanced at the same time? Mr. McPheeters.
Well, I have a little piece of text here, and this comes straight out of the state constitution. Article 9, it is the paramount duty of the state to make ample provision for the education of all children residing within its borders. Now, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm happy to say I'm not sitting up here with any lawyers. But that seems pretty clear to me. The state has to spend money on fulfilling its obligation to fund schools before it spends a dime on any other item. Period. Now, it's all very well and good to say, well, we need to support our safety net, and we do. But we can't monkey around with that article of the Constitution. It's the only thing in the Constitution that says we have to spend money on this. We are required by the Constitution to do this. And the whole conversation has been about, well, how are we going to fund schools? It's all you hear in the media. How are we going to fund schools in clear? Well, that's not the question. The state budget, total budget spend for this biennium is $80.8 billion. That number's gone up 50% over the past 10 years. You would think we could find enough money out of $80.8 billion to fund our schools. And if we did that, the Republicans have been proposing this measure since 2006. It's got nowhere in a democratically controlled House of Representatives. Then we can say, oh, here's how much money we have left over. Here are the programs we want to support. How are we going to do that? Are we going to spend more money on this or on that? Are we going to fund kids or the poor? Which one are we going to do? We can't really talk about that until we have finished funding the schools. And then we can come back and say, we're going to make these trade-offs. The public will agree to make these tax increases. You know, the public is in no mood to raise taxes, but they'll do it for something that's targeted and for a specific purpose. Dan mentioned also, clearly the people of the state of Washington are generous, kind-hearted people. It's not like we're looking to shirk some responsibility. But so far, in the past 30 years, Democrats haven't gotten it done.